Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel. As I talk to you about making at least one video in English, so here I'm just making a video in order to thank all my subscribers who have been with me irrespective of whether they understand the previous videos in English in Hindi or not. You have been supporting me with your comments and all your valuable suggestions. So I just wanted to thank all of you from within the country as well as from my friends who have been visiting my channel from other countries. You have not been able to understand the language, still you have appreciated my garden. You have given me your valuable suggestions. So this is a thank you video to all of you for being there for me. As you know, I am from Guwahati, not a northeastern part of India, and I am actually from a tropical region. Here we have a very humid climate, especially in summer, that is from April end till July or August also, you can say we have very high humidity. That is like it's 7 a.m. in the morning right now, and we have humidity of more than 83%. So some of you would say ki it's a good thing that I'm from a humid climate, but friends, it's sometimes often difficult to work in the garden because it feels very hot. Right now the temperature is 31 degree, but it feels like 44 degree. The real feel is 44 degree. So that is the issue with humidity. If you don't have it, then you need to use a humidifier, but when you have it, it becomes a headache also. So as most of you who are already my subscribers and familiar with my videos, you know that I have this ground floor garden as well as a terrace garden and a first floor balcony garden, but most of the time I show you my plants from my ground floor because most of the time I make videos while working in the garden. And when I started gardening, I was very fond of flowering plants. Now also I have a lot of flowering plants, but now I'm more into house plants and foliage, especially colorful foliage. And because of my humid climate, foliage, especially the tropical rainforest plants, grow very well here. So as you will see, most of my plant haul videos, plant purchase videos, I tend to go for house plants and calatheas, marantas, caladiums, polka dot plants, coleus, varieties of dracaenas and syngoniums. These, as much as I can find, the varieties in species I try to get. And plants here are not very expensive. I try to mention the prices in each of my videos, plant haul videos. And as I can see from your comments, plants are not very expensive here. Yes, some of the plants are expensive, which are quite a little bit rare, like Philodendron Barkin and that Calathea peacock that I recently bought. But apart from that, generally plants are quite affordable here. So friends, since as you can see, we had rain last night also. Generally during that day we have scorching heat, and from afternoon we start getting rain. That is happening every day, almost the entire month rain. And this footage is from last week. And as you can see, some of the pots were also filled with water. So some of the issues that I face in gardening while in heavy rain that I would like to mention here, as well as showing my plants, is that because of high humidity I get a lot of mealybugs. That is the main issue, especially with hibiscus. As you know, hibiscus is very susceptible to mealybugs and aphids. Here I don't have much of aphid, but mealybug, in fact, every week I see a mealybug in at least one of my plants. So as most of you know, my garden is a fully organic garden when I can't use any chemicals, and I don't use any chemicals because I have cats roaming around in my garden, my pets, and I know chemicals are harmful for them. So I use mostly this homemade, not homemade, home used vinegar, white vinegar, that is we use for cooking, or neem. I have neem tree at home. Sometimes when I forget to buy neem oil from the market, I just take a few leaves from the neem tree that I already have, and then boil them with plain water, and then I let it cool down. Then I mix half of that boiled neem water and half normal filtered water, and I spray in the affected plants. First I separate the plants and then I spray in the affected plants in the evening time, and then I keep the plant aside in a shaded place for the next day. And in the next day also, evening, I check the plant and then I take it to the washroom and I shower it, quite forcefully to wash off the remaining dead mealybugs. That's how I treat mealybugs, and mealybugs are the worst enemy of any tropical garden. And the second thing is weeds. Here it's very difficult to maintain a garden from May till July end because of heavy rain. As you know, Northeast, especially in Meghalaya, we have the highest rainfall in the entire world. So you can imagine how much rain we have. So because of that, we have a lot of weeds that grow. If you clean one pot today, you will see the weeds again growing the next day itself. Same with the ground also. So yeah, it's difficult to maintain, but I devote at least 2 hours in the evening just to clean the weeds. So as you know, it's quite difficult to maintain, and because with the weeds, mealybugs and ants, snails, they come and they attack the plants. Especially rose plants are affected by spider mites and aphids in the evening, in the summer. So for rose plants especially, I use the vinegar solution because the rose like acidic soils created by vinegar, as well as their leaves are not very affected by spraying of vinegar. But whatever you spray, please spray in the evening, don't spray in the morning. And regarding watering also, I carefully water my plants because of rain. And yes, I have a lot of videos on rainwater and their usage in the garden. So please go through those videos. I will try to add subtitles to my videos in English so that those of you who are not familiar in Hindi can at least understand. And as you can see the calatheas here, I have just multiplied them. So here I have a lot of calatheas and marantas and other tropical plants and philodendron also, which grow heavenly in summer in the rainy months because they love rainwater. But I have to take all the precautions. In my next video, I have around 20 plus varieties of syngonium or the aeroated plants. I'll make a video on how to take care of my syngonium collection, and also how to multiply or how to propagate syngoniums. I'll make either a bilingual video, or I'll make a video in Hindi with English subtitles, or maybe I'll make 2 videos, one in English and one in Hindi, because most of my viewers they are preferring Hindi and they have given me a lot of love. But I have received a lot of love from all of you who despite not understanding the language, you have been with me in this journey of gardening. I'm not an expert, and I don't know that much of gardening also. Whatever I share with you is from experience. I have tried, I have tested, I have failed, and then still I try to learn more, and that's how I take care of my plants. And yeah, collecting variety different tropical plants is my passion, and that is my addiction also, as I mentioned in one of my videos. And I try to take care of them, but sometimes due to especially mealybugs, last week one of my crotons almost died, 80% died. Then I used neem water, and then now it's recovering and it's in an isolated place. So first of all, if you see any sort of mealybug, please isolate the plants, because ants spread mealybug eggs from one plant to another in a very very fast pace. So please separate the plant initially, and then you treat the plant, and please check the plant carefully, because often mealybugs try to stick to your plant leaves, and they after repeated usage of neem oil also 1 or 2 eggs may remain. So in that case, you need to check the plant at least for 15 days so that the mealybugs don't return. There's a tendency in mealybugs and aphids to return as soon as you are confident that your plant is all right. And also one thing which I have noticed is that if my fertilization is good, then the plants are very much immune to mealybugs. I actually experimented with some of my coleus plants. The plants where I used less fertilizer were very much attacked by mealybugs, and some of them couldn't even survive. But the plants which I used a lot of cow dung as manure, those plants got lot of huge leaves, and they were also attacked by mealybugs, because here in this climate you can't escape mealybugs. But somehow they survived the mealybug issue, and they also thrived. So that's how you need to boost the immunity of your plants also. If your plants are already strong, the roots are strong, then despite mealybugs and aphids also, you will get a healthy plant. Yeah, you will have to use neem and vinegar, that is for sure. But despite the use of neem also, sometimes our plants can't fight back. So if we need our plants to fight back, we need to make our plants strong. And as you can see here, I have kept lot of plants in groups, just to first of all give it a tropical look, and also to save these plants, because when plants are in group, especially these tropical plants, they tend to be happy, and in summer especially. So thank you so much.